Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with 42-4 by Frapp. Definitely pay attention to the rules or read them carefully because they are not what you'd expect visually. Okay, so we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box. We are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have cages in the grid. Those are the cells surrounded by dotted lines. Digits can't repeat in a cage. So normally I could put a 1 here and a 1 here. But I can't do that in this case because they share the same cage and we can't repeat in a cage. That does help you with the sums. All right. All cages have different sums, so this feels important. If we use a sum in a cage, we can't repeat it in any other cage. So if this sums to, say, 8, then none of the other cages in the grid can sum to 8. Additionally, these white and black dots are separating cages, not cells. So for example, here, there's a white dot between this cage and this cage, which means that their sums are consecutive. So again, if this had a sum of 8, then this would have to have a sum of 7 or 9 because there's a white dot between the cages. Additionally, black dots separate a 1 to 2 ratio. So this cage and this cage, one of their sums is exactly double the other sum. All right, and those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, so I think one consequence of the fact that we always have to have different sums is we're never backtracking, right? Look at this huge chain of cells that we have here, or cages. These cages have a giant chain. And we're never going to backtrack because we can't repeat a sum. Normally we could go like, oh, this is 7, then 8, then 7 again, then 8 again, then 7 again, right? Assuming the cage totals work that way. But we can't do that because we can't repeat the 7, right? So we're going to be going in one direction. And given that we're starting with 1 cell cages and getting bigger, I feel like we're getting bigger in this direction, but I think we can also prove that. Because if we were getting smaller in the direction, we'd go 6, 5, 4 is already impossible, right? So these just get bigger. I suspect this is 5, 6, but I also suspect we can prove that. Let's look at this box, because actually we can figure out what these cage sums are going to be. The reason I say that is we know the sum of a whole box. A box contains the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. That's literally in the rules. And so 1 through 6 adds to 21. That's just what they add to. And so if we remove the 2 from that, these cells add to 19. And so if I have two consecutive sums that add to 19, that's only 9 and 10. That's the only 2 consecutive numbers that will add to 19. So that means one of these is 9, one is 10. I think we have to go 9, 10 this way, because if we went, like, we can't go 10, 9, 8, right? This can't add to 8. This is 4 digits, which is minimum 10. Also, if we went 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like we have single cell cages. So it's pretty obvious that we're increasing in this direction now. And we know that this is a 9 and this is a 10. So first of all, 10 is only 4, 6. That leaves 1, 3, 5 for the 9. This adds to 8, which is either, let's see, it's not 1, 7. It's not 2, 6, so it's only 3, 5. This adds to 7, which is only 1, 2, 4, and we can actually place the 2. And then this has to be 6 and 5. That gives us these digits. Very nice. Very cool opening there. I think it requires realizing that you can't backtrack. But hopefully you realize that from the non-repeat rule. There's a reason we have this rule there. Let's think about this now. So this is 10. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, is it 10? No, it's 11. Luckily it's 11 because we can't do 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 2, and then this is 1, 3, 5. Oh yeah, it's just roped. And then this is 4, 6. So we know the order. So that sum's taken care of. What's this sum? This is 11. So this is 12. So that's a 2. This is 13. So these need to add to 11. That's only 5, 6. We know the order. We know what this digit is. It's a 1. We know what this digit is. It's a 3. Okay. And so this was 14. So this is 15. How do we want to do that? Maybe we think about the outies. So the outies of 15 are 21 minus 15 is 6. So these two add to 6. And we can't do 2, 4. So we're going to have to do 1. No, we can't do 1, 5 either. Did I do that wrong? Okay, wait, 12. This was supposed to add to 13. And I added to 15. That's the issue. I have to back up. Sorry about that. Just completely messed up the sum. This needs to add to 9, not 11, to get to 13. Good thing I caught that. It's not making mistakes that's bad. It's how you recover from them that shows your character. All right. Adding to 9. We could be 3, 6. We can't be 4, 5, so it is only 3, 6. It's hard for me to remember that there's only 2 ways to add to 9 and 2 and a 6 by 6. Anyway, this is 1, 5 now, which actually is resolved, and that resolves that. Okay, now that that's 13, this needs to be 14. And so that means the outies are 7. So we can't be 1, 6. We can't be 2, 5, so we are 3, 4. The reason we can't be 2, 5 is this cell can't be 2 or 5. And so 3, 4 has only one way to go. And then these are the, what? This is a 1, 5, so that's only 1. This is only a 6. And then this pair is, oh, we need a 2. We need a 5. And then, was this cage necessary? Huh. This is a 1. We'll double check that the sum's right. We need 3 and 4. There we go. 40. Yeah, 42 minus 4 is indeed 40. 8, this should be 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 is indeed 16. Okay, maybe the puzzle was easier if you used this cage, but I think it's unique without it. Cool. And we wouldn't have had to have the black dot rule. But I definitely don't mind redundant constraints in this series, or in general. If you think that it makes the solve more approachable, then feel free to add it, setters. Cool. Well, that was neat. Thanks, Frappy. I really like this rule set. I don't think it's used as often as it could be. I think adding that all cages must have different sums made it a lot smoother because we knew that this giant chain of cages had to be consecutive. We couldn't backtrack, which was very important. So yeah, cool. Thanks again. And if you enjoyed this content, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.